Under the calm skies of the southern Italian coast, a sudden tremor shook the small towns around Bacoli on the night of the 21st of May 2026. A 4.1 magnitude earthquake shook glass, briefly creaked walls, and sent some residents rushing out into the streets in the darkness. To many residents, it was likely just another small earthquake in a long active volcanic region, but to scientists, the timing was far more alarming. The earthquake was not an isolated event. In recent years, Campi Flegrei has experienced a consistent increase in seismic activity. Hundreds of small earthquakes were recorded almost every month, forming a pattern that slowly turned researchers' concern into serious alarm. Beneath this volcanic region west of Naples, pressure seemed to be building silently. Unlike a cone-shaped volcano like Vesuvius, Campi Flegrei is a giant caldera, a vast volcanic basin formed by a massive eruption thousands of years ago. Much of the system is hidden beneath cities, ports, and densely populated areas. About 500,000 people live directly above an active magma chamber that still moves deep beneath the Earth's surface. Scientific attention is now focused on the phenomenon of bradisismo, a process of rising and falling ground that has been observed at Pozzuoli for centuries. This time, however, the changes are occurring at an accelerated rate. The ground is slowly lifting little by little, almost imperceptibly. Cracks are beginning to appear in old buildings, roads are undergoing subtle deformations, while geological pressure continues to build beneath the caldera. 3 weeks before the Bacoli earthquake, a preprint study published on Arxiv attracted the attention of the international volcanology community. The study used mathematical models to analyze rock deformation, changes in underground pressure, and the evolving earthquake patterns at Campi Flegrei. The results suggest the volcanic system is likely approaching what scientists call a critical mechanical threshold. This term does not imply an imminent eruption. In volcanology, a critical mechanical threshold describes the point at which the rocks beneath the caldera begin to lose their ability to withstand the ever-increasing pressure from below the surface. If that condition is reached, the behavior of the volcanic system can change more rapidly and become much more difficult to predict using historical patterns alone. The research model predicts a critical phase may develop between 2030 and 2034. The researchers emphasize that these findings are not a prediction of disaster, but rather a warning that Campi Flegrei could enter a state never before recorded during the modern monitoring era. The uncertainty remains significant, but the geological trends are increasingly difficult to ignore. On the ground, signs of change continue to emerge. Sensors detect increased volcanic gas emissions from fumaroles, while satellite imagery shows increasingly pronounced ground deformation year after year. Microseismic activity has also increased, indicating how the Earth's crust beneath the area continues to experience repeated stress and small fractures. The greatest risk is not just the possibility of an eruption, but the population density directly above the volcanic system. The Naples metropolitan area is one of the most densely urbanized areas in southern Europe. If Campi Flegrei's activity were to suddenly increase, mass evacuations could become a highly complex logistical challenge. Scientists, however, remain cautious about drawing conclusions. Volcanology is not a science capable of predicting eruptions with certainty, especially in a system as complex as Campi Flegrei. But one thing is slowly becoming clear: the earth beneath southern Italy is changing. And deep beneath the bustling streets of Pozzuoli, pressure continues to shift silently inside one of Europe's most dangerous volcanic systems.